This is the arch by Alexander Calder. As you can see, I'm still trying to walk around this thing. It is virtually impossible to walk around this thing in a matter of seconds. This thing is huge. I hear it's 56 feet tall. It's humongous. Look at this. What kind of steel did he use? Here I am. Standing up next to it. And the thickness of the steel is, I don't know, I can't measure it. You're not supposed to touch the sculpture because you want to preserve the sculpture. There it is, Alexander Calder. There are the ribs of the sculpture. All those bolts there. Alexander Calder, 1975. There's his signature. I'm gonna have to take care of that. It's a beehive up there. I'll have to clean it. More ribs down there. I am standing under the arch. Can you believe it? This is definitely the biggest sculpture I've ever seen. One of my favorites too. And there's Adonai. Adonai by Alexander Lieberman. And there's the zigzaggy one. I forgot to do that one. It's basically a sculpture that connects the earth and sky. That's what I remember hearing about it. Freaking huge. You can barely get this thing on the screen. There's another one over there. No, that's a car. There we go. It's another sculpture. Now go all the buses. School taking the children. I'm sure most of them don't even want to go. But I want to go, especially to see this guy. And there is a Mark de Suvero all the way over there. There it is. Magnificent. Magnificent place. A dream world. One more look at the arch. Giant. Cylindrical giants too. This thing is huge. Look at that guy over there. See him standing up next to that thing? Time to cross the road. I see sculpture by Tony Smith in the distance. You can't see with this camera very well, but I can see this. It is obvious that there is a big black shape. I wonder how much it costs to build these things. That's, whoa, Jambayla, or Jimbo something or other, whatever it's called. Sculpture by Mark de Suvero in the distance. Good grief. Good grief. Is this place wonderful? There it is. The length of this thing. Holy mackerel. And I'm actually right next to it. Finally. I love this breeze. It keeps the mosquitoes away. It's another look at Iliad by Alexander Lieberman. There's another sculpture. I forgot it did. Oh, please do not climb on the sculpture. No kidding. Oh my, look at that. Can you see it? I can't on this camera, but there is Pyramidion by Mark de Suvero. Didn't think it would look that big. Holy mackerel. It's huge. Here's another sculpture. I forget who did this one. Looks a lot bigger here than it does in the pictures. Just another look at that one. And there's a school bus children getting off. Iliad again. Keep walking straight. And there's the museum up there. I'm gonna go in. And over there is Mark de Suvero's Mon Père. I happen to know the name of that one because I'm a big fan of Mark de Suvero. There's Pyramidion over there. There's a sculpture by Tony Smith. And there is Mother Peace emerging from the trees. This is wonderful. Oh, there's Mozart's birthday down there. The only times I've actually seen these sculptures were on the internet to see the images and Google Earth views, but now I'm here to see the actual thing. Is this wonderful? There's another one by Mark de Suvero. I bet a bunch of people climbed on this one. This is heavenly. These sculptures are huge. They're huge. Look at them. Can't you see that they're huge? No, you probably can't. But I can. Freaking huge. Here we go. Tony Smith. Source. Painted steel. This is too much for me. Look at this, they're humongous. It's Mon Père in the flesh. I had the feeling, I was hoping I wouldn't be disappointed. I'm not disappointed. These things are huge, they're massive. Look at them all. In the flesh. In the flesh. Can you believe it? We're gonna walk up right to it. Imagine that. Walk up right to it. Can't touch it because you shouldn't. Because even the oils on your hands can damage the sculpture. That's what the website said. Here it is, bolted down, and you got a foundation there. It hasn't really been painted like the other ones, like that one. Oh my gosh. That thing is just hanging in the air. That top part is hanging in the air. My God. What's the thickness of this I-beam? How long is it? It's like a foot. So it's a pretty big I-beam. And there's school people. There's another one by Mark DeCivero in the flesh. Where am I? Even zooming. Five Swords by Alexander Calder. There's the Hercules pillars. There are a lot of people who are going to be saying, oh my God, including me. It's beautiful. Here's another fountain of sculpture. Didn't see this one in the pictures. This must be a new one. Hey, it might be part of that exhibition. Very cool, I like it. Look at that. Look at that. Here it is in the flesh. Instead of sitting at your computer to look at it, you can come right here, see the real thing. This is an experience unlike any other. And the five swords over there. This is Louise Nevelson's sculpture here. I forget what it's called. Let me find a plaque somewhere. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Is that what I think it is? And I did not expect that thing to be so big. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Kenneth Nelson's No Free Ride Home. No free legal rides in the abyss. Getting some lawn mowing done. Here's another parking lot. Holy. Don't say anything bad. That's censorable, Bobby. Look at that. Look at that. That is Ken Snelson's No Free Ride Home, or whatever it's called. Whatever it's called, it's magnificent. Maleficent. Magnesium. Huge. There's another one by Isamu Noguchi over there. All of this stuff is in the flesh now. I do not believe how wonderful this is. I am not disappointed by my experience so far. I think I see another sculpture. And let me zoom in on that one. See if you can see it. And you can't see it. It's a sculpture by Lyman Kipp. It's blue, and we will walk over that in another video. There is Alexander Lieberman's Iliad over there. We'll walk over to that one too. There's another sculpture. You can see that. Seem to be playing hide and seek with me. Another one. And is that a sculpture? No. That is apparently a sculpture. Oh, let me actually look closer at that. Yep. Look at that. There's that one. Here's a bunch of works by Alexander Calder here. Whoa. Whoa. And all those little sculptures there. For smaller sculptures, not quite as big sculptures. keep moving this way. And let's look at the mid-size sculptures. I assume these are the sculptures made by David Smith. "500 acres of artful heaven." It's even got some variety of size, except for ones that are teeny. It's resting on a big foundation. This is David Smith. Becca. There's another one by David Smith. I can recognize it's David Smith. Don't know if there are any sculptures here that aren't by David Smith. Some more this way. Let's see. David Smith, a sitting painter. Personage of May. Here's another cool one. Oh my gosh. It's another one by Alexander Lieberman. I think that one's called Adam. In the distance. There's another one by David Smith. This one was pretty cool. Study of arcs. Another one. This one is Portrait of a Lady Painter. And another one here. Oh. Free Ride Home. There's another one. Come on, focus. I forget it. There we go. I can see now. That one. And another one. I think there's another one over there. Ooh, who did that one? There's the Samaguchi one. Here we go into another part of the garden. Here's another part of the garden. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at this. Please. Over here. Oh my gosh, I think I recognize that one. I recognize all of them. Yes, there's another sculpture. School busserias. Forget it. Here's another Marc de Suvreau here. I forget what this one's called. But I think there's that one over there is called Frog Legs. There is, I forget what that one is called. Like something quartet or something. There's Figaloo over there. I think Storm King did a very good job of making these sculptures look humongous. They are humongous, but the fact that they didn't place these sculptures in a big city with really tall buildings and whatever, they made it seem much bigger. Good job. this one. This is another one that is humongous. It's getting hot out here. Is there a plaque for this one? No, probably not. It's by Mark DeSuvero, I know that. These things are huge. Look at this. Huge sculpture. Oh look, a present.
Wow. Yeah, kick it back in it.
created in 1967 and on loan to Storm King. Smith, who began his career as an architect, has combined geometric shapes to create a sculpture that shifts in surprising ways when seen from different perspectives. Source also changes quite dramatically under different light conditions, from a deep black to the pink hue cast by its sunset. For more than 30 years, Mark DeSubero's sculptures from the permanent collection and works on loan have presided over the South Hills. DeSubero's career has been closely linked to Storm King's evolution. To the left is his sculpture titled Mahatma, which he created in 1979. In red is DeSubero's Neruda's Gate, 2005. To the left is The Arch, 1975, by Alexander Polner. Greeting visitors entering Storm King, this majestic sculpture combines three steel elements and offers many different views depending on your angle of approach. The arch is sited among all native grasses that Storm King has planted over the last 25 years, which you will see thriving throughout the Art Center today. This is the tram stop from Museum Road, which is framed by an alley of maple trees. Alexander Lieberman was inspired to create this sculpture of massive cylindrical forms after visiting the great Gothic cathedral of Chartres in France. The two vertical cylinders evoke an entrance portal, and the long horizontal cylinder suggests the nave. Lieberman titled the sculpture Adonai, the Hebrew word for God. Antolini and Alberto Antolini, 1992, by Sia Parmigiani. You are invited to enter it for further exploration. Thank you. This silvery sculpture in motion is Sea Change, created in 1996 by George Cutts. Two identical stainless steel poles revolve rhythmically in opposite directions. Tranquil and mesmerizing, the sculpture evokes sea currents and waves as experienced by the artist while scuba diving. Robert Grosvenor. Its gentle arch echoes the distant bridge lines. On the hill to the left is Frog Legs, made in 2002 by Mark Subaru. A walk up to the top towards memorable views of the South Fields, featuring more large-scale sculpture by the Subaru. Subaru's bold, architecturally scaled sculptures are made from I-beams and other industrial materials, welded or bolted together. Their graphic forms make striking gestures against the fields, trees, and sky, an ideal complement to the broad expanse of nature here at Storm. Raced in the America's Cup in 1995. Framing the road to both the left and right is Storm King Hall, 1997-98, commissioned by Andy Goldman. It was constructed by 5 British builders in the manner of a traditional Northern English drywall. This is the Trans-South Historic Wave 2007-2008 by Maya Lin. Storm King Wavefield is the third and final wavefield in a series by Maya Lin. This site-specific mission encompasses what makes transforming a former gravel pit into an earth surface. Modeled after mid-sea swells, the waves rise and crest. Gunnymuck Fort, 1990-91, focuses views into the western viewshed of Gunnymuck Mountain. 4 rectangular steel plates, placed at successive 8-foot drops in elevation, guide you, helping you experience the topography of the land and the field as a sculptural space.
Something like skating windows.
Oh,
We are approaching the stop for a 3-legged 2007 by John Juan. In keeping with Tibetan tradition, the sculpture is made of forged copper. Yet rather than gold plating or otherwise coloring the copper, as custom would have it, John left its natural hue untouched. The weld marks are also left visible, calling the language of the painting. Are made out of oak, with wooden and metal understructures. They were originally parts for models used for casting engines by a French arms manufacturer in the 19th and 20th centuries. exceptional works in Storm King's collection, including 13 outdoor and indoor sculptures by Anderson. 2004 with its revolving stainless steel element, and Pyramidion rising out of the field, standing proudly against the sky.
Here's a sculpture by Menashe Kadishman. This one is mind-boggling, because that's the joint that's holding that together. Not only that, it's got a beehive up there. The thing I can notice the most about this thing. This thing is big. I think that part is meant to be touched. Got an eye down there. And I forget what it's called. Chocolate bar or whatever. There's another sculpture. That one's by Alexander Lieberman. There's another one right there. That one's by Lyman Kip over there. How dare someone put graffiti on there? Terrible people.